Microphone. Sorry. Ooh, microphone was off then. It's Imran Web Squadron now. Damn, I gotta stop doing that. I always forget to check my microphone is on. Just gotta make an adjustment here. It's Wednesday. Remember that client I told you about? The one that we first... they approached us at the end of March. Then April, beginning of April, we agreed a deal. And then we were waiting for them to confirm because they were just getting their funds together. Anyway, started working on that officially today. And I've just been revisiting again their ask because they sent a document which is slightly different to what we agreed, very slightly. And I just want to make sure I know how we're going to approach it. And to be honest, I wasn't even going to go ahead with today's live chat because when you start a new project, you just put your attention purely into that. But I've spent the morning just going over pieces, bits and all of that. Get a few SVGs ready because they now want to have an arrow for their blog archive that points to the post and all of that, blah, 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 blah. So just getting some components in place. But yeah, I am raring to go on this project. There is a heap of work. Don't get me wrong, yeah, there is a heap of work to do on this project. Friendly girl, how are you? Hope you're okay. Hey, Andrew. Great to have you here, mate. How's your summer holidays been so far? How's it been? I don't know, how long is... Are you in your third week now or fourth week? Third week. Raheem is at Minecraft school. So Monday to Friday, just for 1 week. It's 1 week per year. A local school, they host like a Minecraft school and they get experts in. And the experts have been running it for about 6 years now, I think. 5-6 years. And it's basically programming in Minecraft. And he went last year, he loved it, and he's gone again this year. So 5 days, you got to pay for it. It's not free. It's not cheap either. But he loves it. It's great for his programming. And I feel that if at the age of like 8, he's really getting into like commands and doing all this stuff, I feel like he's one of those kids where when at school they were doing some basic programming and like using a computer, a lot of kids are not used to keyboard and mouse, right? They're used to just swiping and tapping on screens with iPads and phones and stuff. So when you actually give a lot of them like a keyboard with commands and using a mouse, they struggle even during lockdown because it was their parents who might have helped them with their laptops to have a discussion with the school. So he's really accelerating, and I think that's a great position to be in, especially with the way the world is at the moment, evolution of AI and all of that. B Informatica, Gene Thompson, how you doing? Our holidays are drawing to a close. Kids back at school in 6... Really, Andrew? So Scotland goes back to school. So, wow. Okay. I did not know that. Hey, Zaki, how you doing? You helping your 15-year-old go over last year's maths? Yeah, do you know what? Not this week, because obviously Raheem's at Minecraft school, but normally every morning, so when once we're ready and he's had his breakfast and all of that, I get on my treadmill, he sits here, he has his laptop, and we go over some electronic maths stuff. Like, there's a few websites you can use for free, and the questions are on screen, and you can answer them on screen, and then it tells you if you're right or wrong, and he's doing pretty well. John Pixel, have you tried any CSS frameworks like ACSS? What do you think? I think they are a great way of making your processes efficient, John. However, do I need that to get what I need to get done? Nope. Will it make me any quicker? I'm not sure. I like to treat every project independently. I don't like to faff around with too many settings. I want to know that, yeah, if I've got a class system for the font or whatever, I know what I'm doing. Or if I'm going to set up whatever, I like to have a smooth, efficient way of working. But do I want to use, and here's the big if, right? Here's the reason why I don't go into it. Do I need to pay for a premium plugin to control and standardize my styling or my CSS or my padding or my margin? And the answer quite simply is no. I'm all about reducing the amount of plugins you have on your website. Okay, so let me give you an example, right? Elementor, you already have Elementor Pro. You're going to have some optimization plugins. Do I need to add more to it? No. Bricks is a theme, so you don't have the Elementor Pro, obviously, but you will probably still need optimization. Anyone out there that thinks you can do a Bricks website without some optimization plugin or rank math or whatever, they're lying, or it's got a very basic website. So you're going to use Bricks, right? So look at this, right? Elementor Pro, Hello. Hello is the most basic theme you're ever going to get, right? Okay. Let me just rearrange my screen a little bit. Just a moment, right? Now you go to Bricks. You've now got a much more heavy-duty theme. Versus Hello, Bricks is heavy-duty. But you don't have Elementor and Elementor Pro. So you kind of go, well, the Bricks theme, it's the payoff, right? But then if you're going to add ACSS and maybe Plaster and anything else, well, aren't you now just adding plugins back into the system? So I'm looking at it and going, well, and they're premium as well, right? What's the cost for ACSS? Can anyone confirm that? What is the cost for ACSS right now? Right, so let's just go in and have a look at the cost. By the way, this is not a dig at ACSS, right? Or Kevin, if you're watching, this is not a dig. Question's been asked and I'm just like, right, so no, that's wrong. That's not it. I've gone to the wrong place. I've gone to the aviation center. So let me just get it. ACSS cost plugin. Where is it? Here we go. So it's $149. No, it's not. It's $69 a year for free websites. That's a pretty good deal. $69 for free websites is a pretty good deal. But is it? But would I need it? And I don't think so. I've also heard there's a bit of a learning curve, which there probably would be with lots of plugins and stuff, but once you get on top of it, I'm sure you'd be fine. But premium, extra plugins, learning curve, is it really going to make my life more efficient? And that's the point I make with it. So I think, John, there's nothing wrong with it if you know it works for you, but I'm okay with it. But you could say that about nearly every other plugin out there. You could easily say a hard coder who's happy with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and everything else, they wouldn't use Bricks or Breakdance or Elementor. They wouldn't even probably use WordPress. So it's so subjective. But yeah, just to say, nothing wrong with it, but not for me. Toynizo, any opinion on the latest 3.15? Okay, so don't update to 3.15. Wait 1 week. Because I have heard of a few websites struggling a little bit because obviously other plugins need to be ready for it. They should have been ready, but some of them are slow as crap. Elementor 3.5.15, don't update yet. 1 week. Wait 1 week. We have the nested accordion. Brilliant. We have the fact that the accordions can now be closed by default. Brilliant. We have the ability to do stuff without adding in loads of CSS code. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Because that's what I had to do with the accordion. We also have the taxonomy filter for loop. Excellent. However, if you watch my video I did about 3 weeks ago, I was critical of the taxonomy filter. Sometimes I feel like, am I shouting, by the way? Can some of you tell me? Because I always feel like I'm talking loud. Can anyone tell me if when I talk, does it come across like I'm shouting? Do I need to tone it down a bit? Can anyone just let me know, just for my sanity, please? Hey, Anna. So, what was I talking about? Taxonomy filter. We don't have bidirectional. We don't have filtering. You know, so if you've got a set of filters and you hit one, you want it to affect the other. We don't have that. We're limited onto styling for checkbox. We don't have checkbox. We don't have radio. We don't have drop down. You just have buttons. So we are kind of limited. Do you still use Bricks? Brian says, yes, I do, Brian. Unfortunately, there isn't like, thanks, Friendly Girl. If Friendly Girl says I'm not shouting, that means a lot. Hey, Keys, cheers. Hey, Pez, how you doing? So why am I not doing more videos on Bricks? Mainly because a lot of the videos I do are to help you either find solutions or a tutorial, and in comparison to Elementor, Bricks haven't had a lot of game changer updates yet. One of the biggest game changers they did was the mobile menu, and I did a video on that. But the mobile menu needs a bit of improvement if anyone's used it. But I am still using Bricks. I just don't have a major need to do any videos for it just yet. Interesting Toynizo, not seen that bug with the accordion. But yeah, the taxonomy filter, I feel like, and I mentioned this yesterday, you know, we've waited 7.5 months for it. By the time we got it, I feel like it's just missing a few stuff, but it is apparently on the roadmap. Mr. Gecko, ACS is for advanced people who want to have it pro mode, lots of benefits to... Yeah, to be honest, Mr. Gecko, you are right. You are absolutely right. But here's the thing I will say now, and you might not like this, and please don't take offense to this, okay? I've heard this being said quite a lot. So what people say is, they go, ACS CSS is for advanced people. It's for experts. It's for people that know what they're doing. And I take issue with that because you don't have to be an expert or advanced to use that. Just like some people who are advanced or experts don't need to use that to do that. So you could almost argue that some people that are advanced wouldn't be using WordPress, they wouldn't be using Bricks, they wouldn't be using Breakdance, Elementor, they wouldn't be using loads of these plugins. There'll be some experts out there that can probably build their own WooCommerce without even using WooCommerce. So I agree with you, but I also say that it's one of those things that sometimes I hear a lot, oh, you need to be an expert. And I sort of go, I don't like that, because then what that is saying is you must be here to use it. You can't be here, you got to be here. And I feel like within the WordPress world, we're now drawing lines between who is skilled or not. I mean, I have heard a lot of people using it. They like it. It really works for them. It's a bit like GSAP. I don't do any videos on GSAP because none of my clients or myself need it. So I don't need to learn it, right? I don't need to know about it. One day I might, but you know, so I would say it's a needs basis, I think, in the terms of like clients and reports you do. Mohammed Asif, you watched my video, the full one. Yep, the 7-hour one. I have a little problem. I want to add 2 buttons on the single product page with 2 different affiliate links for the same. Yeah, so what you need to do is go and create you need to use ACF, Advanced Custom Fields. You create 2 custom fields. You add the custom fields to your product. Then inside of each product, you go and put the URL in. The URL will then be for Amazon and one for eBay and wherever else. Then on your single product page, you go and pop the buttons in and you use the dynamic fields. Then you put the dynamic fields for the custom field. And then that's what you would do. And I have done videos on WooCommerce. Go and look at ACF WooCommerce in our channel. I did a video on that about 2 months ago, I think. So basically, advanced custom fields you can use for free. You can add it to your products for free. You can add those fields in for free. And then you just add your buttons. And then the button, the link, will be the dynamic URL. Yes, in fact, the field you add for ACF will be a URL field as well. Don't add a text field. It's the URL field and you'll be all right. Hey, George, how you doing? The thing is, Mr. Gecko, I think you are right. And this is where you see, I think sometimes I'm a little bit, I don't want to say carefree, but I like to fly. So I have my styling all worked out. And then at any moment in time, I will switch or do something different because I feel like I got to. But other than that, you are right. And if it really works for you, go for it. Fat J, do you know how to make a vertical mobile? Mohammed Asif, like I said, yeah, like I said. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do it right now, okay? Let's do it right now, okay? So this is for Mohammed Asif, okay? So I'm going to do this for you right now. Please don't forget to hit like if you have not liked this video as well. So let's just quickly do this right now. I know what you mean, George. I mean, I'm all over the place, George. I'm meant to be working on a major website and I'm now doing a live chat. Fat J says, do you know how to make a vertical mobile menu with the new Elementor? It seems not to. Yeah, no, you can't at the moment, Fat J. You can't at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. Right, let's now go over here. Right, so here's what you need to do. You need to go over to, what's this? You need to go to plugins, right? You need to go to your plugins and you need to go and get this plugin here, right? Advanced custom field. You see it? Do you see it? Advanced custom field. You go and install that. Then you go down here to where you have ACF, down here, ACF, and you go to field groups, okay? And I'm just going to trash this one over here so we can just create a new one. You then click add new, and we've got videos on this, okay? We're going to call this field woo fields. I'm going to call it woo fields. I'm now going to create a field, and this field will be a URL field, and I'm going to call it, what will we call it? Amazon. Right, we'll call it Amazon. Was it Amazon and eBay? Let's pretend it's Amazon and eBay, right? We're going to call it Amazon, and then I'm going to click add field, and I'm going to do another one. Again, we're going to go for URL, and this one I'm going to call eBay, right? That's it. Two fields, Amazon, eBay, both are URL. Down here in the settings, you must ensure that the post type is equal to product. Remember, your post type must be equal to product. Then I'm going to hit save changes. Those changes are now saved. Now we're going to go over to product, okay? And I'm now going to go to, let's go to this one here, styler. So here's my products, okay? Down here, I now have my Amazon and eBay fields. So over here, let's go and pop in websquadron.co.uk. In fact, no, let's just do Amazon. Amazon.co.uk, and down here we'll do ebay.co.uk. So for every item, you'd pop in the exact URL that you want to have. Whatever URL you want, you stick it in. You then hit update. So that is now updated. Let's now go over to templates, okay? Let's go to a single product template. I don't know if I've got one on here. This is a test website. Ah, here we go. Edit with Elementor, right? Single product template, okay? Simple, simple, easy so far, isn't it? Simple, easy, easy. Right, let's get rid of this video here. Why have I got this here? Why have I got this video here? Hold on, I'm in the wrong container. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I'm in the wrong container. Right, let me go and add in a button, right? Let's just stick a button in. Over here, right? You can stick the button wherever you want. This button, I'm going to call Amazon Buy Now, whatever. You see where you have the link over here? You hit the dynamic tag. You hit that stack. You then scroll down and you get to ACF URL field. You click the spanner and wrench and you go and pick Amazon. Job done. I'm now going to duplicate this button. Okay, I'm just going to give this a bit of gap. You will lay this out how you want. Rows, columns, side by side, whatever you want. Let's now change this to be eBay. Let's go and click the spanner and wrench, and we're now going to go and click eBay. Right, and now if we go to preview this, and I hope you can see this. You see this button here? Look, it went to Amazon. Ba-boom, I hit that. Boom, it goes to eBay. Ba-boom, that's it. That's it, right? That's how quick and easy it was. You spend more time styling. You spend more time on making sure you got the right URL and all of that. But in a jiffy, that was your quick fire tutorial on how you can add individual links per product to over here. Now here's the downside to doing this though. What if there was no link? So let's go back over here, right? What if this product did not have an eBay link? The button will still be there. So if you're going to add it in now, right, you better make sure you put a link in because your buttons are going to be visible. Because look, let's see I now go, yeah, if there was no URL, I mean, look, let me just get rid of this, right? Let's get rid of that link and hit update. Okay, and we go back over to preview. Look, the button doesn't do anything, but the button is there. So make sure that if you're going to do this, you definitely have an Amazon link and an eBay link, something like that, and then it's going to work for you. Okie dokie, my friend. Was that all right, Mohammed? You got it? Yeah. Easy, right? Pretty easy. But when I say easy, I don't mean that in a condescending way. Once you've been shown how to do it, it's pretty damn easy. Yeah, you're right. Keys, you're totally right. Dynamic visibility. But I'm not going to go down there. But it's once you've seen how to do it, it just means that now this is where using advanced custom fields or any form of custom field with your post or your product really just helps to streamline things, really. And it's how you can make things look a little bit better as well. You know, I mean, yeah. You can do what you want. By the way, yesterday, I managed to get this to work with my Mac. You know, I mean, I had to use the wire. For some reason, the Bluetooth doesn't work very well when it tries to find it. It finds it, but it doesn't work. So now, when I'm playing with Raheem, and I'll show you what I can do now. And this is quite funky and cool, really. So what I can now do is so accept. Keeps signing me in. So Mohammed, if you want me to look at your website, you need to send the link to this email address over here. You need to email me at info@websquadron. Yeah. You got to email me at that address. And then I will have, don't show this again. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, email me and I'll have a quick look for you. So what I've actually done, sorry, I'm all over the place. I mean, I'm just trying to find something. Explore. No, this is not right. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? I've done something to my screen. You probably can't see this, okay? But anyway, look. So what I've now done is I am now able to basically play games with Raheem. So Raheem's in the other room, right? He's playing his games. I can now join on. And yesterday, me and him spent 2 hours playing Elder Scrolls. I used to play that a lot. I mean, I haven't played it for about a year and a half. And he always used to like it. So now him and me are playing Elder Scrolls. His character, my character, and we're basically doing all of the missions together. I have to keep repeatedly telling him to stop running off and come back. Or he keeps going, "Where are you, Dad?" And I'm like, "I'm behind you." You know, he keeps turning around and walking in the wrong direction. And I'm like, "Come back to me, come back to me." But this afternoon, after I've done the live chat, I need to jump into this website and start doing stuff. I have a timeline. And I said yesterday, I think this is going to take 7 days. However, I think 10 days is more than enough. But the project is actually 14 days. But I'm hoping we can get this one closed off by the 10. Well, not the 10, it's the 12th today. So by the 12th of August, middle of August. And that'll be good. That'll be really, really good to get that one done and dusted, because there's another couple of projects coming up. And there's one I was speaking to someone about this morning, which is about autoplay videos, where when you click the video, rather than it going into the video, it actually takes you to a link. And it's not that difficult, but I priced it up and says, look, there's 2 ways we can do it. We can either do it manually, so you do it manually, or we can do it with a custom field. So you can add your components into the custom field, a bit like what we just did with the product list, and then it just displays it for you. So cheaper cost, more expensive cost. This is about 3 times. No, it's more than that. It's 3.5 times the cost of that. But that's because that is more effort. custom fields, doing this, make sure things look all right. Here it's just boom, build one, and then you can copy and paste the rest. Yeah, so the thing is, Andrew, okay, so basically, Andrew, what you do is you just on your website, you can be on a PC or a Mac, a MacBook, anything, right? Mini Mac, Mac Mini, whatever. You go to Xbox Game Pass. So you go over here. Here you go. You go to Xbox Game Pass, right? And then what you do is you basically sign up. Now, you do have to pay though, mate. And to do it, you need the cloud. You do need the cloud. So when I'm playing the games, right, I'm not actually installing the game. I'm playing on the cloud, but it is $12.99 a month. But it is, look, I'll just show you, right? Like, look, if I go to play now, right? By the way, anyone, we are still talking about WordPress. I'm just showing you what I did. So if I just go to, I don't know, let's just go to Elder Scrolls, right? It says the controller's not connected, but it is connected. So you have to ignore that message, right? It is connected. Okay, trust me, it is connected, right? And then look, no, ignore that. And then what it does, it just logs in. So you're not even installing. Yeah, Asif, Mohammed, I've got your email. I'll open it in a moment. You don't have to install the game on here. Woo, hold on, put the volume down. So because it's not installed, you're not taking up any space on your hard drive. That's what's cool about it. And then it just loads up, and then you can, you got your characters, you play your game, saves everything. My character will pop up in a moment, blah, 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 blah. So this is like no different to you playing on the console or anything like that. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Look, there you go. Look, I'm signed in, yeah. And then, the first month is £1, Andrew, and then it's $12.99. But that means, Andrew, that like Raheem can be on his PC, I can be on my MacBook, I can be on anything. I could even be on my MacBook if I wanted. Look, you can just play, and it's let me just close that down. Boop. It's pretty good. And you know what's really good? I can talk to him. He's got his headphones on with his microphone, and he's talking to me through the speaker, and I'm talking back to him. And so we're playing games with each other. And I spend a lot of time working, everyone. I try and do as much as I can with him and all of that, but I do spend a lot of time working. And if it means that, like, not every night, but every now and again, we can have 1 to 2 hours playing time, you might think, well, you're just playing computer games. But let me tell you, for an 8-year-old, right, for him, last night was magical. Like, he was like, he loved it. He loved it. He was just blown away. He was blown away. Right, okay, so let's go and look at Mohammed Asif's website. Okay, right, so this is Mohammed Asif's website, and I'm now just going to get this on screen. Let me just refresh it. Right, so let me refresh it. So first thing, right, new after, there's a delay, right? Look at this. Look, there's a delay. In fact, there's nothing happening. It's not until I click. So look, when I land on your page, nothing will happen until I touch the mouse. So you've got some optimization that's blocking or not rendering your page properly. So because of that, it's just literally stuck. It's set in stone. So I've got to move my mouse. Literally, the moment I move my mouse, then it starts. And this is overkill. This is, no. This doesn't work. It's too big. This is too big. You got to make it smaller. And then what is the countdown for? I don't get what this is for. This makes no sense. Is it hey Maddie, is it an event? Is it an offer? It literally does make no sense what that is. You scroll down. I don't know who she is. Who is she? Is she advertising the table, the boxes? I don't know what she's advertising. Then it says the best tech products. that is way too small. I mean, look, that's too small, and there's no tech. Where's the tech? There's a laptop here, but that's it. She's looking at the laptop, but I don't really... Oh, we got that, radio, but that's not really, looks like she's saving up money, so she's not doing very well, So this is new product after 23 hours. It makes no sense. It really does not. But yeah, I think you need to explore what you're doing there, because you've got, in fact, if I was to inspect... In fact, no, let me refresh your page again. Let me do that again. Let me just refresh the page, right? If I now could do inspect. No, it's all right. Something's dropping it. Anyway, look. This is not tech, right? This is phones, but this is not tech. And I feel like this, I mean, the color scheme's wrong. Black, orange, white. Then we go to an image with the focal point is red. The focal point isn't even orange. Then we go to green, and these images, I would put the button on the left. If you're gonna have your text on the left, put your button on the left. If your button's gonna be in the middle, make your text in the middle as well, because your images are in the middle, so it would make sense for it to be in the middle. Otherwise, you get this lopsided look on it. This looks more like a coffee shop rather than text reviews. Yeah, so this again feels like a coffee shop. It's not really tech. Again, the focal point is the cup. The focal point is him and the cup, not the laptop. And because it doesn't even have the Apple logo or anything, it feels even lesser than tech, because you're not even showing off what kind of tech it is. Again, phones, latest review. For me, the focal point of this is phones. So I think you've got to think about that. Our happy customers, left aligned. Don't make it centralized. Not centralized, marginalized. Don't do that. Don't do that. The text is very small. It's a bit wordy. What you're missing is, what is the point of the website? So far, I'm not getting the point of it or what I get out of it. Padding over here. You need to have padding. Padding below. Like, look at that. Loads of padding. And then practically no padding there. Top and bottom. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Again, loads of padding. No padding. This does not feel tech to me. This feels like, oh, look, I'm going to get a parcel. I think you've got to think a bit about the messaging that you're trying to get, if you're especially trying to sell to people. Again, look, cup. The focal point, I'm telling you now, when I look here, I see her and the cup. The laptop is the third thing I see. I see her cup. I see her and I see her credit card phone. The tech is the third. I see him, cup, laptop. Well, I see the coffee shop behind. Yeah. Here, the laptop is like, I see her, the cup, the parcel, the radio, then the laptop. Fifth item. So you got to think about, what is the focal point you're trying to get across? Our reputation. Can you back that up? Yeah. So where's the evidence for this? This needs to be left aligned. It doesn't look so good when you have gaps like that. You need padding. You need about 30 to 40, at least 40 on the left and right. Yeah, your padding's not right there. Padding again. You can trust a user review. I don't feel like I can trust it. Where's the link? Where's the link to take me to Google if you're saying it's trusted? Again, you got to think about, is this for you or a client? Is this for you or a client? The color scheme isn't there. The color scheme just isn't there, right? So there's not a lot I can say, but I think you got to go back to the drawing board with this one, with padding, focal point, images, the messaging. What makes you different to Amazon or eBay? What makes you different, right? What makes you different to me just going like, oh, okay, so I'll go here Whoops. I go here. Okay, great. So I see this phone. I click on it. And it does. I mean, at the minute it's not built. But let's say phone. Let's say I find the phone, right? And I click it. What is there to stop me going to Amazon? Even though you're going to have a link, I bet. I mean, did you build these phones? No. Are you just a third-party seller? Yes. So what is going to make me stay here? And I think that's the danger. I might use this to find a phone and go, oh, yeah, that's a good price. And then I go over to somewhere else. So if this is a test project, yeah, I mean, if it's a test project, it's not really worth talking about, if I'm honest. But yeah, I would say you got to think about your padding, think about your layout, and then you could make it work for you. But I think it just needs a little bit. What you need to do is go and look at example tech websites that do stuff like this. What is their layout? And how are they making you convert or maybe complete the purchase? Again, though, Mohammed, what you got to remember is no one's going to care about a website that gives reviews for products unless they are products they care about. So how many people, you got to think about now your products, your SEO, your marketing, getting people in to your website. So you got to think a lot about that. Imran L, how you doing? Any recommendation for a WordPress plugin to list digital download thumbnails and you can search for them, filter them, and have them burn and have burn to download for free? No. It's a simple answer. Hey, Irishman, other than using like WooCommerce or something like that where you sell thumbnails and then they download it after purchasing it, that's about it, to be honest. I mean, what have you found? Obviously, if this is a topic of interest to you, what have you found by searching, and have you narrowed it down? In fact, that's what I would probably do. Tell me what you've narrowed it down to. If, however, you have not found any, then your starting point is Google or ChatGPT, and you basically say, give me loads of plugins to list digital download thumbnails, something like that. And then you have to go away and research. I mean, a bit of advice I want to give everyone. I get these kind of questions a lot. What's the best plugin for X? What's the best plugin for Y? My strategy is always go and find what you think will be useful after you've looked at their features. You may have narrowed it down to 3, 1, or 2. Then the question you should be asking is, I want to use one of these 3, but I'm unsure which is the best one. Has anyone got experience of using any of these? Or what would you use if you had to make a choice between these 3? You narrow it down. You give us a bucket or a pot of plugins to form an opinion on. Because I could quite easily say to someone, yeah, go for Paid Membership Pro. But Paid Membership Pro won't be what you really need to tick all your boxes. It's a bit like someone saying to me, hey, I want to open a shop website. I want to sell stuff. And I go, yeah, Shortcut. Go for Shortcut. But they're selling tangible products, which you can't do with Shortcut. So you need to narrow it down. William, you got a tricky question. When going on the mobile version of my website, the page does not scroll. Instead, it takes a refresh page or 3 attempts to scroll down. You've probably got some optimization. You've probably got some JavaScript. You've probably got something that's causing an effect, or maybe something is loading. So the question is, William, to fix that, someone like me or someone else would have to go in and look at your website. Yeah. So what you might want to do is email your URL, and I'll quickly open it on my phone, and I'll see if I get that same problem or not. But either you pay someone for a consultation to inspect it, or they go and look at it. The thing is, though, William, right? Let me give you a scenario here, right? Let's say someone was to call you up right now and they said my fence, my garden fence, is not stopping the bees. How do I fix this? Your question back to them would be, why are you trying to stop the bees? What do you mean by the bees are getting through? Do you have a hole in your fence? Do you even have a fence? Is your fence not high enough? Do you have a hole underneath? Do you have a bee's nest? So I would say if you can email it over, and by the way, you can't share URL links here. You've got to email it over to info@websquadron.co.uk. I'll have a look. Yeah, I mean, Mohammed, look, my tip, is don't rush out for me to review another website. Go and look at example websites. What do you like? What don't you like? Which one would possibly make you draw in? And you can normally tell a successful website because it's always being updated. It's looking fresh. There's always new content. Because when the content dries up, that's because the creator or the business has lost the passion because the website wasn't doing well for them. So you can start to see what is a good website that's doing quite well, not just lucratively, but in terms of feedback and some stuff like that. Is it possible to make it? What do you mean, Irishman? You say, is it possible? What do you mean? Is it possible to make what? Yeah, so Irishman, I'm not sure what you're asking about there. Is it possible to make surviving? Hey, Maddie, you're Maddie. Look, you don't give up, okay? And I know from conversations and working with you in the past, you keep striving, and I really hope your website is starting to, take off. Zaki, is there a way that I can add Google reviews to my website? Yeah, you can. You need to use WP Social Ninja. WP Social Ninja is a premium plugin. Yep, so let me have a look. So I'm just going to go on to William's website. So he's emailed the link, so I'm going to go to it. So what William said was, when you go to the mobile version of my website, okay, the page does not scroll. Yeah, you're right. The page does not scroll. So what happens is, when I go to William's website and I try to scroll, it stops. Now, I think, William, right? So here's my tip, William, right? Can you make a copy of this page? Here's my tip, right? Here's my tip. You make a copy of this page, okay? You make a copy. You then delete everything and just have the hero banner, okay? That should be, in fact, no, you should do the hero banner and the quote bit. I think it's your gallery. I think it's this gallery is causing a problem. I think it's this gallery is lazy loading. I think it's the gallery, but I might be wrong. So what you do is you make a copy of your website and you just have these, the form and the hero banner, right? That's it. Can you scroll? Then you add in the gallery. Can you scroll? Then you add in the comparison. Can you scroll? Then you add that in. Can you scroll? Scroll. Boom, boom, boom. You do all of that, okay? You do all of that, okay? I mean, you have got some tracking though on there, haven't you? You have got some tracking as well. So you might have added in some tracking bots or code as well. So you make a copy of the page. You got the page, you make a copy. You delete, and you add them in one by one. Test. That is what you do. It's called trial and error. You do trial and error, okay, and you will eventually get there, William. Yeah. You will eventually get there. Mohammed, what you need to do, is remove all of the code snippets, and then you got to add them in one by one. Look, Mohammed, it could be it could be anything on there, right? It could be anything, and sometimes what you got to do is put the legwork in. If I come across loads of these problems and I've inspected it, and there's no errors or warnings popping up, then you just have to manually just do a bit of trial and error. And sometimes you will catch the problem. And that's just what you got to do. Yeah. So what you got to do, Mohammed, right, is maybe there's one, I think, which was remove unnecessary JavaScript. Yeah. Deactivate that snippet. Maybe WP Meteor, deactivate that plugin and test it out again. Your call to action button. Is it not working? To be honest though, mate, once you've scrolled down, right, you can't even scroll back up properly. It starts to stick. So I think, right, yeah, you know what? You've got some sticky thingies going. Something is, I think, right, I don't know. It's just something you've got built in there, right? Which call to action button do you mean? Which call to action? Do you mean your phone number? Yeah, I don't know. You're going to have to look at your website, mate. Trial and error it out, yeah. So Irishman, you want me to look at Educate.io. What do you want me to say about it? I'm not sure what you want to say about it, though. I mean, it's an Educate website, but it's just a website. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, look, let me show you. Irishman has asked me, can you build something like this? Well, yeah, it's a Vimeo. That's a Vimeo video. I know because of the button. That's Vimeo, right? Button. You know, text with some borders, graphics. You got some background gradients. That's just a timeline. I did a video on that already that you can do with containers. That's just it's just a plain website. There's a lot. There's too much going on here, way too much. But yeah, you could do that one, Irishman. Yeah, so William, my advice to you, yeah, is you test out your page, trial and error. You stop any optimization because I'm not... Yeah, but Irishman, what page are you talking about? Irishman, seriously, right, yeah. Where's the back end, though? How do I get to the back end? So how do I get to the back end? Where's the back end? Is it a login? Where do I get to the back end? I'm talking about the back end. Yeah, but where's the back end? What bit of the back end do you mean? Yeah, what about... So, we're on the page, Irishman. Where do you want me to go? Because all you did was give us a link. You didn't actually say where to go. So Educate.io backend platform. So how am I going to know what the backend is? Hey Sue, how you doing? So Irishman, hey Nigel, how are you? Can I submit a website for review? Of course you can. Of course you can. What you do is, see down here is my email. Email me a link to your website. I'm only going to look at the homepage though. Do you mean the background, not the back end? Does he mean the background? Well, this is, you know, like this is probably going to be an image. You know, it's going to be a background image or something. You know, look, there you go. Look, it's a background. Look, it's a PNG. Look. Oh, come on, let me get the image. Stay. There you go. Look, it's an image. Right? There's the image. Right, here you go. Let me just post the image here for you, Irishman. There you go. Look, there's your image. Go and get it. And then you go and add it in, you know, transparent background or whatever you want. And away you go. Now, someone has just emailed me. Can I confirm who's just emailed me with a website that they want to have reviewed? Who has emailed me just there? Hey, Stacey, how you doing? Hey, George, take care, mate. Take care. Right, so who's just emailed me? We've got a Susa. Not Sue Dorrans, but we have a Susa. Who's just emailed? Ah, Susa, there you go. Right. So we're going to get Susa's website online now, okay? Let's just refresh it. Right. So I'm not gonna all right, I'll tell you what, I haven't got my Chrome set up, but I'm just gonna quickly refresh the website, okay? I'm going to cut to the chase in that these images are a bit too big for my liking. Because the text is, come on, why is it not translate? For some reason, there you go, now it's translated. I'm Susa, your graphic designer. I'm not sure. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm struggling a tiny bit with this. And I'll tell you why. I like the images. Hey, Pete. I'm just struggling because if you imagine, right, none of these are actually portraits, right, in a way. I mean, that one you could argue is a bit of a cover design there. But I would say you want to be getting like that image and that image, these two images, you know, without the background over here. You want to be getting them here. You know, or like maybe you've got an image of you and then you've got this overlap with the CD cover. Because at the moment, I might go here and go, oh, they do portraits and jump off. I don't like the white line there. I'd get rid of that white line because that's a bit off-putting because you don't have the white lines anywhere. Like here, you've got like shape divider, but we've got this hard border white line. I'd get rid of that. I'm struggling a little bit. Because this feels to me like painter rather than graphic designer. And these images are really big. They're proper in your face like thing, you know, and it doesn't sell it enough for me. I would say make that be a boxed width of 1,000 pixels. Make sure you got about 50 pixel gap between each image, 50 to 40. Because if they're smaller, like, look, let me show you, okay? If that was smaller like that, yeah, we have loads of colors going on here, but it's not so bad now because look, purple, purple, purple. The color theme is still there. But when you go with that, it's like proper in your face kind of thing. Whereas you shrink down to like that, it kind of works better, you know. But I would have like the CD cover or something like that over here a little bit. Yeah, it does. Keys, you're absolutely right, Keys. I forgot about that actually. So this is saying I'm Susa. I don't care. And I mean that in a good way, by the way, Susa. I don't mean that in a bad way, right? But I need a graphic designer. I don't really care what your name is. I don't even care what you look like or anything. I will care when I get to down here, right? So maybe down here we say looking for an author. Anyway, that's probably the translation. Then you could have your photo down here, maybe, kind of thing with who you are, you know, or a bit more about you. It's a bit like if I go to system.online contact, right? No, hold on. Did I put that in right? Yeah, I did, yeah. So if you see here, yeah. So if you're going to have a contact form and you got a bit more of a description and then you got an image, that could work better with this image and who you are down here. But up here, I don't know what kind of graphic design you do. And I'm going to look at that and think, does she do painting? Well, he does painting, that's it. So I would say, yeah. It looks small. No, I'm using a, this is on a 49-inch screen. But here's what you have to remember as well. The resolution of your screen might look okay to you, but I'm using a standard resolution. So, yeah, more content. Right, that's all I'm going to say there, Susa, because I've got some questions. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Where have you been? Hey, feeding the fish? Where have you been? Right, so Irishman, you've just sent through... Right, so Irishman, Irishman, with all due respect, you've sent me a video that looks at their back end. I'm not going to look at the video because I have no interest in looking at their video of, yeah, and I feel like this is a bit of a fake video as well. This person, okay... Yeah, I'm not too sure, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Are you sure that's a real video? Like, the person, he's got 600 subscribers and 57,000 views. Something smells a bit fishy about the video. Yeah. Sorry, Irishman, I'm not going to open that video. All right, something fishy about it. And also... if you want me to look at it, you're going to have to pay for me. This is where I have to be a little bit disrespectful now. And I have to lay the smack down on the law over how we do things, yeah. You got to pay me to spend time to watch a video. Plain and simple, yeah. It's a 7-minute video. You have to pay me to watch it. I hate to say it. Oh, no, sorry, Melissa. I just read your dad's been sick back in Canada helping out with that. Oh, you don't have to answer it, but I hope he picks up. I hope things get better. Sahir, I want to know how to create a fancy roadmap in WordPress. Go and watch my timeline video. It's just headers and text. Headers and text. Go watch my timeline video. Yeah, that's it. Plain and simple, really. I mean, I could go over here and say Elementor roadmap. Do we have the roadmap? Where is it? Let me get the... let me open up the roadmap. Okay, let me just get it open. Where's the link for it gone? Bada bing, bada boom. Where's the roadmap? Where's the link? I've lost the link. Hold on. Ah, here you go. There's the link for that. And then let's go over to the Bricks one as well. So bricksbuilder.io. Let's go and look at their roadmap as well. Right. So this is the Bricks roadmap. You know, so they've got like, you know, you could do this in tabs if you want. So insider tabs, and then you just got like, you know, I mean, this is a bit more fancier because it opens it up, okay? But you could just list down your items like that, or you could go to like the Elementor one, which again is just container with a child container with text, header text, see more, which is a link to wherever you want to go. To be honest, none of these actually take you to anywhere. Like, look, see more. All it actually does is expand the box, which is a bit of a pointless see more, if in my opinion, but it's then just a button like that. So not that difficult to build. You have to have a vision in your mind over how you want it to look for your audience and what you're trying to get across. So yeah, you could build that as well. Yeah, Irishman, email over the website if you want. We'll have a quick look at it. Andrew, on the business side, what accounting software do you use? So I use this. I use Pandal.com, yeah, which you can actually use for free. You can use for free. We use it, and it's pretty damn good for our bookkeeping, for our charts, for working out attacks, for working out stuff. It's pretty good. It's pandal.com. In fact, I'll pop the link for it down there. There you go, mate. It's pandal.com. And you can use it for free. Right? And they have a support system as well. A live chat system as well. So it's pretty good. Yeah, go and use that. Irishman's now sent me his website. I'm going to go and have a look. Imran M. There's too many Imrans in the world. This is the third Imran now, including me. There's too many of us. Has anyone been able to find an express checkout button? GPay? Yeah, Stripe. Right, okay, so Imran M, you need to use this plugin, right? I know the problem you're having, but you need to use this plugin, and it's not the standard one that you get with WooCommerce. You need to use this one by WebToffee. Use this plugin by WebToffee. WebToffee. Stripe payment plugin for WooCommerce, right? Let me give you the link for it. Copy the link. Here you go. There you go. There's the link for it. Look, it's got all this, right? It's got all of that. Klarna, Apple, Google Pay, or whatever. It's got all of them. Right. Now I'm going to go over to Irishman's website. Okay. We're going to jump into Irishman's website. So, Irish, that's a good photo, by the way. That's quite a nice photo. That's quite a dinky layout, I have to say. I'm not always a fan of, menu. Yeah, okay. Bit of a delay there with it coming in. I don't like that delay. There's too much of a delay there. But anyway, that's not bad. But, and you know what I'm going to say, Irish, okay? You know exactly what I'm going to say, right? You see over here, let me just show this to everyone. You see this? This does not make sense to everyone what this is. This is going to confuse people. You are going to be working with people that know nothing about web design. This is going to confuse them. Oh, what's this? And it takes them down to the testimonial or wherever. That's going to confuse them. This, my projects. Again, look. Hey, from Irish, web designer and developer. There's no website. There's no nothing. You've got a great photo. Great, by the way, Irish. Brilliant photograph, right? That is smart. The color, the grayscale, the shadow, smart as shit. That is great photo. But this should be down below in your contact section or your about section. Hello from Irish. I found you on Google. Web designer and developer. You know, I might then go, okay, but look at this, right? No website image. Still no website image. Still no website image. I don't care if you've got GCSE, 50 degrees. I do not care. This is fancy. Right? But landing page wizard sells, Bachelor of Community. Don't care. I can tell you now, everyone, right? Let me tell you now. I used to do a lot of recruitment for the NHS because I was head of business intelligence. So I did a lot of interviews. I don't care if you've got a master's or a PhD in analytics. I don't care. I just want to know that you can do the job. So even if you've only got 2 weeks experience, but you are flipping good, you are got a higher chance of a job than someone who's got 20 years experience and loads of master degrees. I don't care. Because anyone can get those if you really want. But what can you do? So I'm being critical here now, yeah? You haven't shown me a single website, yeah? Webflow, nothing. Sales funnel, I haven't seen anything yet. And if you say you're a sales funnel expert, you've broken the laws of sales funneling. Because you want to pull me in, but you've not pulled me in. Look at this again, right? 24 well, I know these are fake numbers probably or not, but again, nothing. Remember, right? I know nothing about web design. I know nothing about graphic design. I know nothing. What is this? Rocket science? What is this? I know that's Figma. But remember, I know nothing. I need a website. What is this? What is this? Scriggly pattern. F. What? What? Are you telling me to F off? W? Is this an acronym? F-f-f-w. F-f-wo. Whoa. F-wo. F-wo-wo-wo. And that's an L. F-wo-wo-lo. F-wo-wo. F-wo-wo-lo. Is that a full stop? Do you get it? So remember, and I know you say Figma, Framer, Webflow, blah. I know you got the words there. I know. But remember, Mr. and Mrs. Joe blogs are going to go, what is this? And your face is forever there, right? Your face is forever there. And it doesn't work because now we get a bloody good image. Look at that image, everyone. That's what you call an image. I don't know. The bit behind, though, is off-putting. You know where you got this blur? What is that meant to say? It says bureau, but I had to read it to understand the word. Yeah, I had to read it to understand because I was like, blah. What is that? Oh, it's bureau. I shouldn't have to read it to make out the word, right? But that image and that should be here, up here. Up here. Have it over there. Right? Whoa. Why don't you have it up here? Let me just go full screen. You have it up here on your screen at a bit of a rotation like that. You rotate it a tiny bit like that. So about 4 degrees. 4-degree rotation. Like that. And you have that over here. That's what you want. That's going to grab my attention. This now should be in section 3 at least. So look, section 1, section 1, section 2, section 3. Section 3 should now be showing me this. Should be showing me this, right? Yeah? Okay? This should be in section maybe 4 or 5. Get the shit in. When we get to here, let's work together. After that, right at the bottom, you can tell me how much toilet roll you use. You can tell me how many chicken nuggets you can fit in your belly button. Right at the bottom. Then I might be bothered. And this, I would stick this and this all at the bottom. Right? Seriously, you're doing this. Let's work together. Right? Get this, your face. Right? Get your face and that at the bottom. Sell the project. Sell the websites. Sell what you can do. A video, Sue, could work as long as it doesn't slow down the website. I mean, I'm not always kind of like... I'm not always a fan of videos if they cause a delay, especially on the mobile. But you can look at it. Right, okay. Right, Nigel, are you ready? Yeah, but Imran M, you're going to need 2 plugins. One for PayPal, one for Stripe. Simple. It's easy. It's 2 plugins. Right? Imran M. Imran to Imran. 2 plugins. PayPal, Stripe. The Web Toffee one. Right, Nigel, are you online? This is a call out for Nigel from Imran. Please come online because we are now going to review your website. Please get your finger out of your belly button. I don't even know why I say that. I never have my finger in my belly button. Does anyone here have their finger? Does anyone here ever inspect their belly button? Forget the websites right now, yeah. Forget all of that. Yeah, exactly. Nigel's right. Don't bother saying, hi, my name is you know, it's like, what? My name is what? Chicka, 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 chicka. Slim Shady, right? It's, you know, whenever I see people do that, hi, my name is this, or hey, I am, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. It's like, look, let me tell you something, right? You know when you go to McDonald's and you go in, the name tag is there, but the first thing they say, you don't want to say, "Hi, I'm John." I'll be like, "Shut the hell up and get me my nuggets. Get me my triple cheeseburger, man. Give me my Coke Zero, Pepsi Max." Boom. Right. I'm looking for Nigel Chinyakata. Nigel Chinyakata, not you, Nigel Hancock. Nigel Hancock, please sit down. Nigel Chinyakata, get your finger out your belly button. Where's Nigel Chinyakata? I've now been live for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and I will be. No keys, I don't. Well, when you're having a shower, you obviously clean yourself. You know, you might, and then, everywhere kind of thing. You know, you're going to do all that, right? You're going to sort yourself out, right? But you don't kind of sit there doing it naturally. Nigel Chinyakata, look, this is the last call, right? If you're not here, I'll be closing up because I've been live for 1 hour, 11 minutes now. I've got a big major project. It's going to... Oh, there you are. There you are, Nigel. Right, here we go. Here we go, Nigel. So we're jumping into Nigel's website, okay? Let's just do a refresh of that. So we have some animation. The animation is about 1, 2, 2 and a bit, 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5, okay? Nearly 2 seconds. Welcome to Chosen Foundation. I like the logo. The only thing I don't like, and I'm just going to do a quick check. Yeah, right. So here's what I don't like. You know how you've got this border effect going on here? I don't like the way the green cuts up like that. The green goes like that, right? There's that curve up because of the border. Because you're not doing that anywhere else in your website, it's pointless to do that, I think. I get the shadow effect. The other thing I don't like too much is down here. You see your image, you're ghosted upwards. So you need to route the image to the bottom of the container, right? It needs to be routed to the bottom. Absolute positioning. You can do that. Or if you're using container, you can align it to the bottom. Okay, you can align everything to the bottom and then just have some padding here. The image is also way too close to the top. So my advice would be, I mean, look, it gets worse when you do that, but have at least 100 pixels between the top of her head and the underside of the banner. Because that's way too close. Yeah, way too close. This could actually be higher up as well. So the space you have here, look, you got bigger space here than here. Swap the spacing over. This needs to be higher up. Make Welcome to Chosen start here. Because it's a bit too low down. And then you just got loads of white space for no good reason. Push it up a bit. Yep, the wording kind of gets to the point. You know, I get an idea. Learn more. I'm not sure about learn more. What do you want me to learn about? Is this a learning thing? Is this about donating? Is this about how can you help us? Change the learn more to become how. Come and help us. Come and help us. How can you help us? Contribute to the bridge. Show that you care. Support us. You know, something like that. Learn more feels like, oh, this is all educational. So think about your call to action wording there, because I think that can make a big difference. I wouldn't have this with, you've got a space over here. Can you see the space, everyone? There's a space there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a gap here as well. That's not working for me because you've got your thing there, which is just at the top, like 100 pixel, 1000 pixel. Then we got this. So I would say just go along, right? Maybe get rid of the black border because you haven't got a black border here on the green. So why have a black border on the yellow? Get rid of the black border and have it stretch all the way across. Make this smaller. Become a hero. Mel is on fire. Like, literally, she's burning. Make this smaller, right? I mean, come on, $10 all the way there. No one is going to donate. No one's going to donate that, right? Make it smaller. Make it smaller. It only needs to be like about, about up to about here, roughly. Donate. Make it smaller. In fact, don't do it left like that. Do it a bit like that. So have your join the circle here. Have your text and then have your donate button below. The chosen foundation. Yeah, this works. This works with the image. That's okay because it's a certain viewport. That works. The line going down. I like that. That works so much better than the black border we got over here. The thing is, though, you do use the black border quite a lot. So the black border feels too forced. Like over here, your image isn't even at the top. See here, your image. There's a gap there. There's a gap there. You know, and also, you know, I mean, Friendly Girl makes a point. Your width as well. If everything is going to be a boxed width, get it to sit in the boxed width. Obviously, this is work in progress, so you've not got your images. I would make that donate button left align. Make it smaller left align. Trust me, right? Smaller buttons work better, okay, when they're left align, okay? Because if you... Let me just show you... If you're left... No, go to the website... See the button? It's only as big as it needs to be rather than all the way across, because otherwise I feel like you lose the benefit of the button. You lose the benefit of the button. So just left align, make it smaller. Maybe a bit more padding, I think, because it's a bit close. Make it about 40 left and right. Yeah, okay, that's a bit big. That doesn't need to be that big. There is fine. You can halve that in size. Whatever size you got here at the top, match it down here, because it's not matching. Be part of a journey, become a chosen champion. Yeah, look at that. Be a hero, become a chosen champion. Be a part of our journey. They are better called to learn more, learn. We got too many to learn more. Getting, learn, careful of that. Careful of that. Obviously, you're going to have a slider in there, which makes total sense. Founder, tider. Yeah, this is nice. This is a great way, you see, now of where, rather than saying right at the top, hi, I'm tider, or tader, or tider. This is why I do it. No, you're telling us later on. So if I've bothered to get to here, now I have an interest in who is she? Where is she from? Zimbabwe. What is her point? What is she trying to achieve? Now I get it. Now I get it. Yeah. Obviously, there's more to come on. You know, this is good. That is actually a really good image because it shows contribution, that as well, support. Then it starts to click. It starts to come together. You know, there's obviously going to be something here. So I think you're on the right path. You just got to think about your call to action, your placement. But I think you're kind of... I don't know, actually. Is this a theme? I don't know. Maybe Nigel can tell us. Is this from a theme? What are we using here? I don't know. Is this a pet theme? Ooh. Now Sue's going to tell me. I don't know, actually. Hyroxaki, Hyro. Have you ever thought about switching to Webflow? Yeah, I've been asked many times. I have been asked that, but I don't know. Is this using a template? I don't know. I have been asked this, but no, I have no reason to... I have no reason at the moment to go to Webflow at the moment. I'm quite happy with WordPress. You know, once I got on board with WordPress, I liked it. I can't see the template name. Wonder where I'm going to get that. Nigel, is this built off a template or something? Pet theme template. Is it? Maybe? I don't know. Hey, Kiki, how you doing? I'm actually about to shoot off now, everyone. It's 1 hour 20. I've got a major website I've got to work on, okay? It's a hello. And is everything just built from raw then, Nigel, in terms of the look of the website? All right, I definitely am going to shoot off now because I do have to jump on and get on with stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to kick myself. I've got loads to do. Loads to do. And there's one thing I've got to do which has got me a little bit perplexed with how do I do that now? All right, everyone, I'm going to say thank you to everyone that joined in with having their websites reviewed. We looked at custom fields with the products and adding in a URL. I will be back tomorrow. Just keep an eye out on YouTube. You'll see when the schedule appears. But I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. Stay safe, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed the live chat. And if you did enjoy the live chat, please don't forget to smash the like button. See you later, everyone. Bye.